Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 menopause symptoms that are just plain awful. There are about 100 possible symptoms, but a few of the more common ones are next level terrible. Unbelievably uncomfortable, torturous, frustrating, scary, unbearable, exhausting, and even enraging. I really wish I was exaggerating, but for many women, the adjectives that I just used are bang on. The first symptom falls into the scary, exhausting, frustrating, and all-encompassing category: health anxiety. Menopause health anxiety is unlike any other anxiety I have ever experienced. It's on an entirely different level, due in part to the ridiculous amount of symptoms constantly cycling in and out unexpectedly and without any obvious cause. I speak to women daily, and the stories are very similar. Strange and terrifying experiences and discomforts, frequent trips to the doctor, normal test results, and no explanations aside from the classic "it's all just anxiety" diagnosis. I lived like that for years, and it's a horrible existence, scared for your well-being and overthinking every pain, dizzy spell, digestive discomfort, palpitation, and strange sensation. I really don't see how health anxiety can be avoided in menopause with so much chaos going on and very little answers. And honestly, I still deal with it here and there, but I've gotten control of it for the most part. Knowledge and ruling things out helped me the most. Since I wasn't getting the answers I needed, I learned everything I could and more on my own and went to the doctor to have some tests run and rule things out. Once I understood what was going on with my body and had a few normal test results in hand, the anxiety became much more manageable. Number 2 is the body-wide aching. So many women experience stiffness, aching, and soreness from head to toe. Sometimes it moves from joint to joint and muscle to muscle, but often it's widespread. When women are asked where it hurts and they say everywhere, they mean it. It's terrible. I used to wake up in the morning and hobble around like I had run a marathon the day before. It felt like every joint and muscle in my body was misbehaving all at the same time. Loss of estrogen and collagen are the main culprits in midlife, so if HRT is an option for you, it may help. If HRT is off the table for you, a quality collagen supplement can make a big difference. I've tried several and finally landed on one that's improving many of my discomforts. So if one collagen supplement doesn't work for you, try another. They are not all created equal, and if you find a good one, it can really help improve your aching and joint soreness. An anti-inflammatory diet, vitamin D, turmeric, and omega-3 can help minimize pain as well. I reserved the number 3 slot for itchiness. It doesn't sound awful, but if you've experienced the itchiness that comes with perimenopause and postmenopause, you understand why it's number 3. The changes to the skin in menopause can cause an itch so deep and persistent that women can scratch themselves to bleed. I've actually had several women tell me that they had pest technicians out because they were convinced they had bugs in their house. I went through that myself. I had terrible itchiness on my scalp and legs and a hot spot on my back that was so itchy all the time it actually hurt. The cause is a combination of inflammation and dryness from low estrogen and changes to the skin due to lack of collagen. It's for that reason that for many women, lotion alone does not entirely solve the problem. Much like body-wide aching, a quality collagen supplement can make a big difference. It has almost completely alleviated my itchiness, although I do still get a random spell here and there. Number 4 is the war on menopausal weight. This has to be one of the most frustrating and enraging changes in menopause. It's truly terrible. For years, it didn't matter what I ate, how much I exercised, or how dedicated and consistent I was. The scale only moved in one direction, and that was up. It made no sense to me and often left me feeling defeated and fed up. I had to start taking supplements and shift my entire approach to weight loss to lose a bit of weight. And let me tell you, it's still very slow going, but at least the scale is moving in the right direction now. I meet so many women with the very same problem. It's incredibly common and absolutely awful. I'll leave my update video in the comments and description if you want to learn a little more about the changes that I made and the supplements that I take to lose weight. Next is vaginal atrophy. It's just as bad as it sounds. It's one of the most horrible experiences I can think of when it comes to menopause. Dryness, thinning, and inflammation of the tissue in the pubic area can lead to unbearable discomfort, burning, itchiness, soreness, and even pain. At its worst, it can hurt to even sit down, and it can feel like you have a constant UTI even when you don't. HRT and vaginal estrogen are usually the most effective treatments, but some women find moisturizers and lubricants very helpful. Number 6 is insomnia. Not being able to sleep here and there is one thing, but the degree of sleep disruption in midlife can really affect quality of life. Being exhausted yet wide awake and not able to fall asleep, or falling asleep just fine but waking up a short time later and not being able to get back to sleep. Also waking frequently throughout the night and functioning day to day on far less than the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things to keep us healthy, so chronic sleeplessness can really cause problems and leave women feeling far less than their best. Regulating the circadian rhythm, controlling cortisol, de-stressing, managing hot flashes and night sweats, and establishing a sleep routine can all help. I do have videos on sleep if you want more details on the subject. Number 7 is faulty digestion. I'm sure many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. From head to toe, there is a list of digestive complaints that seem to surface when hormones shift, and they're all terrible. Bloating that's indescribable, reflux, gas, constipation, diarrhea, cramping, nausea, lack of appetite, or constantly feeling like you're starving, food intolerances, and even stomach pain. Constant discomfort and disruption. Gut health has never been more important. Low estrogen can alter the gut microbiome, cause inflammation, and slow digestion, which can lead to not only all of the complaints I just mentioned, but also brain fog, anxiety, skin problems, fatigue, deficiencies, and more. To help with digestion, try adding fermented foods and a pre-pro postbiotic, avoid trigger foods, sugar, and processed foods, and stop eating several hours before bed. I'm sure there are several more symptoms that are truly awful, but these are the ones that are most commonly shared with me. If you feel a symptom should be added to the list, share in the comments. I wish health, happiness, and peace of body and mind for each and every one of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.